All right, this week I'm going to talk about good old time management and pretty much kind of follow up on like last week's. Like, you don't need babysitters for training and everything, so like you pretty much just need good time management skills. So I'm going to use the stereotypical Monday through Friday work week because quite a lot of people work Monday through Friday. Manufacturing jobs, like there's first, second, and third shift Monday through Friday. Well, third shift sometimes either works Sunday to Thursday night, or Monday night to Saturday night, or so but that's the kind of concept with manufacturing works, like Monday through Friday. Office jobs, pretty much the same thing, Monday through Friday. Now the hours may differ and everything, so like a lot of times, like with first shift manufacturing, like the ones I've worked, most of them are like 7 to 3:30. There are some that I've worked 6 to 2:30 and everything. So we use the typical office job, like a 9 to 5, or whether you're in marketing, accounting, or whatever. If you look at like the 9 to 5 time frame, most people are going to say like, oh, well, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough time. Or with parents, oh, well, not everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Okay, yes, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It gets back to, like I said, time management skills. So you work 9 to 5. So this is harkening back to my morning and evening routine video, where you pretty much need to set yourself up for success and everything. So we're going to start with Monday now, and of course, I'll get to food prep on Saturdays, but that is going to save you time with cooking and everything, because I'll go on this tangent with food prep, because if you think about it, you're cooking and prepping every single meal as it comes up, you're wasting a lot of time. So if you figure you spend a half hour, I'm sure I said this on other videos, where you spend half an hour thinking on what you want for dinner, you take half hour cooking it, and then it takes half hour to eat it. So between thinking and actually preparing dinner, that's an hour right there. So you could easily get in a good 45-minute workout right there. So that's kind of why you want to do a food prep on maybe on Saturday. So we'll get to the Saturday once we go through the work week. With 9 to 5, you want to have a good morning routine and evening routine. So now, of course, I'm going to say if you don't have kids, it's going to be a lot easier. But I'm going to come at it with kids. So if you don't have kids, you're not necessarily going to have to get them ready for school or whatever. Or at the evening, they may not have extracurricular activities. But so we'll start in the morning. If you think, okay, well, it takes 2 hours, in a sense, to get ready and get the kids to school and everything. So you get them up at they have to be at school, say, for 8 o'clock, and you get them up at 6:30. It takes a good hour and a half to get them ready, have breakfast, shower, and get off to school and everything. So you get up at 6 o'clock before them. Well, I would say get up at 5:30, and they get up at 6:30. So you have you spend kind of 10-15 minutes kind of getting yourself ready. So from 5:30 to 5:45, and then you have a good half hour from 5:45 to 6:15 to get your workout in. A good half hour workout doesn't have to necessarily be a Olympic style workout. You can, I said before last video with last week, bunch of resistance bands, pull-up bars. You don't need a whole lot to and you can, in a sense, reduce the rest times in between sets to 30 seconds or anything to get a good workout. Now, sure, you might not necessarily become a mass monster like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Ronnie Coleman or whatever, but you would be far more ahead than the vast majority of people with half an hour, even with just maybe resistance bands, maybe a power blocks or pull-up bar with the bare minimum. You would be ahead of most people, and you would actually be doing progression to taking care of yourself, at least physically. Again, it might not necessarily be the ideal situation, because like the ideal situation, yes, you would get into like the like an actual gym or something for like a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending like what kind of lifting, what kind of cardio, or what you're doing. But if you have like kids and everything, half hour, okay, well, I'm getting something in to kind of help take care of myself. So like I said, 6:15, you're finishing up. You may jump in the shower real quick. Yeah, that's what one of you do, and then like your spouse or your significant other will do like their workout, like when you get home and everything. So while like the one who got the workout in the morning at like 5:45 to 6:15, you are now getting like in the evening routine. You're getting like the kids home. You're helping get them get dinner and everything, while your significant other or whatever is getting their workout in. So then, like, then you start pretty much the day like 6:30. You get the kids up, you get them ready for like the breakfast, shower. You get them their lunch money, or the actual make them lunches and stuff. Like, of course, with food prep, you can sit there and make stuff for like a couple days. Or if you do sandwiches, like I wouldn't necessarily say do sandwiches for like all 5 days, because like especially with something like tuna, that you might get like soggy and kind of like gross by like Wednesday or Thursday or so. But like even if you just like have like maybe in a sense food prep, like daily food prep for lunches for your kids, so when you're getting them to school, you get them to school at 8 o'clock, then you go to work, and from 9 to 5 like you're at work. They have like they're at the school from like say 8 to 3. Then they have like extracurricular activities, like whether they do sports, maybe they're into orchestra or the band, or like a drama club, or like whatever. You have them get into extracurricular activities. So for like from say like 3 to 5, you have like a good 2 hour block of time where they're doing extracurricular activities. Because I know like when I was in high school, most of the time like track would start with track practice and stuff. We would start practice at like 3 o'clock, and of course practice meant like either if we were in sprints, we were going out for like short runs and kind of working on like a sprint form, or maybe if you're long distance, you're going out for like a 3 or 4 mile run. If you're a thrower or jumper or something, you'd be working in the field, kind of like working on your technique and stuff. So that like a practice would be like a good 2 hours. Same thing like with like maybe like a band or orchestra or something. You learn how to play an instrument. You can do that like maybe twice a week, and then like do like extracurricular activities of like not necessarily like varsity sports, but maybe you join like a volleyball club or something, and where they can go to like a local Y or something, or maybe the school has like local after school like physical activities that they can do from like 3 to 5. Then you come and pick them up, and like then you get home, you're doing the dinner, and then like the whole nightly routine. You get your kids in bed at like 8:30, so you have like a good like you pick them up at 5, and then like a good 3.5 hour time frame where you're getting in dinner, you kind of like having some family time, and then like at 8:30 you get the kids to bed, then you get to bed like right after them at like 8:40, like 8:45, 9 o'clock, to kind of then repeat the cycle Monday through Friday. So it's not that like oh well, we don't not everyone has the same 24 hours a day. Yes, you do. You just might have more on your plate, like the examples I said with the kids. So you have to have like a kind of find a way. Okay, for instance, I might not necessarily, like I said, be able to spend an hour and a half in the gym, but I can still get in like a good half-hour workout in, and like that can be almost as effective, like, especially like if you have power blocks, like you can those adjustable dumbbells and everything that you can get. And of course, like that depends on all like financial. I went over that last video, but there's stuff like that. And then like your weekend, what you can do is with especially using the parents as an example, you can kind of like get a tag team. Like you get your workouts in Monday through Friday, so that way you can take like Saturday and Sunday off for like rest days or whatever. So you're running errands and like getting the kids to maybe like a track meet, or maybe they're going to like their orchestra has like a concert or whatever. So you're running the kids around one of you or your spouse or significant other will run the kids around. The other one does that good old like food prep that like I mentioned, like where you're sitting there and you cook all your food for the week, and then you sit there and prep it in like a good old living out of Tupperware, that way when during the week you can just pull stuff out for dinner. You already have dinner in a sense pre-made, so that way when you get home during the week you don't have to sit there spend 45 minutes an hour kind of getting dinner all set. Like you can just pull the stuff out and kind of reheat it and then have a good old family time. Now you can sit there and prep stuff for tacos and maybe you can get creative and do homemade pizza, where make your own dough and use your own cheese and stuff and tomato sauce. You don't necessarily have to go out and get the frozen stuff, so you can use in a sense fresh ingredients, do stuff like that. So that's your Saturday. You just sit there, like I said, you're running the kids around to their baseball practice, their orchestra concert. The other ones running errands, you have to get car inspection, get gas in your car. You have to go and get the food, do all the food prep and cooking, and you do all the cleaning and pretty much all your errands and stuff on Saturday. So then Sunday will be pretty much your in a sense your day to be okay, let's do this. You're in a sense your complete relaxed day, where you actually have a whole day for a family day. Or after Saturday you're doing all the activities and you're doing all your errands and you're running around. Then maybe you have your good old a family day on Sunday, where maybe you go to a local zoo, local aquarium park or whatever. So that's how you can kind of get into good quality sound time management. And of course with kids you can kind of throw out the example with kids, and the 9 to 5 it becomes a lot easier. You can maybe I can see where you can maybe getting yourself up at 5:45 or 5:30. You can spend maybe an hour to 6:30, 6:45 getting your workout in, getting a shower, then you get yourself ready for work, and so by 7:30 you're having breakfast, and then at 8 o'clock you're out the door, and it takes you a half hour to get to work and everything. So that's just another example if you don't have kids. So it's not a matter of, oh, well, I don't have time, or well, not everyone has the same 24 hours a day in a day. Yeah, you do. It's just you have to kind of find more creative ways on how you, in a sense, juggle your responsibilities, with kids, with work, with maybe extra curricular activities. Maybe you have a D&D group that maybe you get together with on Saturdays or something. So it's all about okay, how do I this time management puzzle, how do I start putting the pieces together to get the actual good old picture that I see on the front when I get that good old puzzle and everything. So that this is kind of getting into how you can sit there and get into better time management skills and everything. So kind of ideas for people to get thinking okay, yeah, I have the same 24 hours a day as someone else does. Yes, I actually do have the time. I just need to prioritize stuff getting in my fitness and proper nutrition and stuff like that before I get into maybe doing the good old Netflix and chill. Now, if good old Netflix and chill, if it means you can only watch 2 episodes of your TV show versus 3, and so be it, because most episodes are usually about 45 minutes long. So there you go. There's a good 45-minute workout right there. Half hour, 45 minutes with warm up and cool down and stuff. So there's your workouts. Like I said, instead of watching 3 episodes of your TV show on Netflix, you watch 2 of them after you get your workout in. So these are just some ideas on how you can go about getting that time management skills better, and actually getting the stuff in and prioritizing yourself and your others that you love above the good old nonsense that all out there.